Just barely the kinetic field. Well placed from Billy. How? Ah, the
Oh,
overlay.
he even got mana burn first. What? What?
Oh, the overlay. Oh,
What? That was so insane. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no. Well, that's completely nullified as I didn't change the overlay until right after that happened. So whatever
Oh,
great
oh,
play that you guys just saw, you really didn't see.
oh my goodness. It was so epic.
I'm gonna. All right. I have a sheet of paper here that says overlay on it. Meanwhile, there's going to be a disruption on the next assassin. They want to get a kill. He's got no mana. There's a telekinesis. Open wounds could fly as well. Kinetic field's not going to do a whole lot here. Grant is going to go down, and that'll be Shadow Demon getting the kill. Meanwhile, Shadow Strike going out as well. Excuse me, the homing missile and the Thunder Strike on Broccoli. Broccoli taking a bit of damage, but they'll be fine. So they do turn around. However, they do lose the first blood. Of course, Goody going down there.
Take note of that King RD's spell build. Like, look at that. It's flat cannon and homing missile. You don't usually get homing at 2. You get rocket barrage, right?
You get Rocket Barrage like at
Always,
first
like-
always. It's such a good spell. What,
Yeah.
are you serious? Kingard?
This guy is like creating a new metagame because he obviously didn't need rocket barrage for when they initiated on him.
Oh, there might be a gank mid here. Pandango with the haste rune might go on Razor, but he's going to back off taking some tower damage. He does have Soul Catcher. He's actually going to head down back to the bottom lane, so he will avoid a gank there. Fuga Razor we're talking about, of course. People in chat, I apologize for the overlay issues, and of course missing a kill in the bottom lane. Kingard's going to get it on the Rubik this time around. So this aggressive tri lane not necessarily working for them with the roam, of course, from Pandango. Was not able to use a defensive disruption. And yeah, so there's that.
The aggressive trialing, how it works, well, how it usually works. I don't want to say it as a fact in Dota because everything is always like, you can always do anything. But in the general rule of thumb in trialing versus trialing is when you die a couple of times, you lose control of the lane just because they have levels. So we'll see what Grats Tho does in these next couple of minutes because if you stay down in the lane for way too long, and you're losing the lane, then you're usually just losing out on experience and also gold because you have no lane control. So.
The good thing is, though, they have 7 last hits on Goody in comparison to 3 on the Gyrocopter. They're going to pull, however, which will provide him some room to farm at least.
Yeah.
Of course, Lone Druid with 16 in the mid lane right now. Arteezy's winning that lane. He's actually getting double. Some Portuguese being spoken in spectator chat right now. Very nice. Arteezy going to take a Shadow Strike in the mid lane, as you can see. Just a little bit of damage there. He'll actually have level 6 soon, which will provide him that natural tankiness. Whether he'll use that immediately or not is under question. Sage's Mask on the Clinks right now, as you can see. He's trying to get some farm. He's got 23 last hits, so he's doing very well. Sleazel is going to be pumping out that damage. Looks like they're going to try to pull this creep wave back, though, here down in this aggressive tri-lane. There's going to be a homing missile flying on Broccoli. That's just going to push him back, really. It's going to do some damage, but actually I think... Is he going to level up this homing missile first? No, he does put 2 points on the rocket barrage. Okay, good. I was going to be really concerned if he had gone anything other than that.
Oh man, flak damage, AoE damage, dude. It's too good.
Somebody in chat, he's trying to teach lessons about the hardships blind people going through, talking about my overlay usage. Yes, that's what I was doing. Trying to teach you guys about how hard it is to be blind. Man.
Oh my goodness.
These are some real big life lessons that you guys need to learn, obviously. Anyways, enough joking around. 2-1 is the score. Don't like checking the gold graph too early, but I'll do it here. 400 for experience. Gold is at 200. 400 the experience, of course, going the Radiant side. Of course, paiN at 200 gold going for Grats Tho. So still relatively easy despite some early kills. Aggressive tri-lane hasn't really... It's not worked, but it hasn't not worked. So they're still in a position where they're going to stay down here, maybe look for more kills. Ring of Basilius done for the Gyrocopter. Should be a Ring of Aquila, which is a standard pickup for that Gyro as well. Mana Burn was level 1 for Nyx Assassin. He'll have level 3 in just a moment, probably get another point in Impale. Or the Spike Carapace is always a really nice ability to have. Meanwhile, Pandango in the top lane was going for a gank on that Darkseer, who I believe did get out just in time. He had that Soul Catcher on him, so he'll be fine. But now, Sexy has to rotate through to the mid lane and to the bottom lane, meaning Goody as well as Broccoli are going to be a little bit more exposed here down in this bottom lane.
Right. What Pandango is trying to do right now is roam for his team because he knows that the disadvantage from bottom is really they can't really do anything more down at the bottom lane. So he's trying to create an advantage with either mid or top lane. And like I said, if he was going to be roaming around, he needed to do it in the first either 2 or 3 minutes to go on the top because she has that blink ability. Oh, and also.
Oh man, Goody might be in some trouble here. He actually just used his rage. Rocket Barrage is going to fly. It's not going to hit. Kingard actually taking quite a bit of damage from that tower. He's barely going to survive. Open wounds on Kingard. He's going to turn around and try to get this kill. He will get it. There's the disruption coming in. Lifestealer going to pick up Kingard. Now Grintigs might be in some trouble. He did skill second level Impale. Nice rage and actually a good juke coming in from Goody as well, trying to go on that Nyx Assassin. He's just too quick. Billy now going to be the focus target, and they're going to back off. Oh, Pandango's actually very low. He needs to get out. He might go down. He's going to try to Magic Wand. Not going to happen. Billy's going to get the kill there. So too much of an overcommitment, like you just said. Way too much there. They do get the kill, of course, on Kingard with Lifestealer getting it, but they lose. Meanwhile, Rage gonna fly out, gonna make sure that Thunderstrike doesn't do that much damage. Broccoli's gonna give him that one tango that he's got, or, yep, just the one tango, maybe. Nope, not giving it to him. And
What I like to see for solo mids is when it's Charlene versus Charlene, usually when you have the more mobile solo mid, they'll either get a rune and gank bottom. So if Grats Tho decides to stay bottom and Queen of paiN, say, gets like a haste rune or a double damage rune and TPs to the tier 1 tower, there's no way that Grats Tho is going to have the vision to know that Queen of paiN's missing with that second, with that split second, so.
Absolutely. She's actually going to look for the rune top right now or something anyway. Sitting at, oh no, she's just going to ward up there, like we're talking about as well. Kingard right now sitting on treads, the Ring of Basilius as well. Goody now trying to get some farm down here. He's actually at 23 last hits, 19 for Kingard right now. 41 for RTZ in the mid lane, who also did a very nice job of sacking the creep camp with his bear, bringing it right back while he was in the mid lane farming.
Oh, top lane, man fight.
Oh, there's going to be a fight in the top lane, and Sleazel's going to get the kill on the Darkseer, just catching the tail end of that. The Iron Shell was doing a decent amount of damage to Sleazel, but of course he had that Death Pack going for him. He's got one Oblivion Staff. We talked about the early in Oblivion Staffs earlier on. If you can get that quick Orchid in about like 10, 11 minutes, he'll be in a very good scenario. And he's going to actually have that second Oblivion Staff very soon. Oh, man.
That is going to cause some major problems. But it does look like the paiN has lane control bottom, because Nyx is not hitting creeps right now. He's at half HP with no regen flying out for him, and all he has is a Shadow Demon to protect him from any kind of engagement. So if they go on the Shadow Demon, then it's basically a dead Shadow Demon. And here on top,
Broccoli and as well as Susan's going to roam right on top of Fuga here. They're going to use that telekinesis, trying to back him off. There's a Scream of Pain. Sonic Wave might fly, and he's going to use it. There it goes, and one more right-click should have job, and Suzel wasn't going to go right on top of that. Didn't want to go down. So Fuga getting the kill on Broccoli right now, 5-3. There's not a whole lot of mana for Fuga right now. He doesn't have enough to blink away. Sleazel, of course, doesn't have that Orchid done. He's got 2 Oblivion Staffs, as you can see. He picked one up at the side shop, roaming right next. Meanwhile, bottom lane, there's going to be some aggression. A kill again on the Shadow Demon with the kinetic field, and right now, paiN's starting to really find their stride here. They're getting some kills. Yes, of course, the farm is still going for RTZ as well as Sleazel, but still, very close game. 500 experience now going to the side of paiN. Gold is even at this point, so it's looking to be quite a good game right now. And
right, like I said, because if that Shadow Demon got caught out of position, then it's a dead Shadow Demon, because he can't just disrupt himself while he's getting initiated on. So that's exactly what just happened, and now it's either Fan of Soyeon, aka Goody, that's his real AKA. It's either he stays bottom or he goes to the jungle. So we'll see what he decides to do. It looks like he's gonna stay bottom while we find another kill.
Weasel's gonna go down. He did get the kill on Billy, but the Static Storm and Kinetic Field was used. I wish these people wouldn't talk in spectator chat. That'd be fantastic if they didn't do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. But that's fine. Oh, there's going to be a disruption here on the Queen of paiN. Nice Soul Catcher going to fly as well. He's going to try to blink away, trying to get this. Telekinesis coming out as well. There's the Fade Bolt. This should be a kill. Absolutely great gank coming in from Sexy as well as Broccoli. Nice job there. They needed that kill and they got it.
That was a really well-placed positioning by Broccoli, knowing that the Queen of paiN was going to blink away. A lot of I guess other players that aren't into the competitive scene, they won't think ahead when they're trying to gank like an anti-mage or a Queen of paiN or something like that, and they'll just run straight at the hero instead of predicting where they'll blink and then using their disable to kill.
Absolutely. I mean, he was just sitting right there. I mean, Broccoli was in position right next to this ward, as you can see it. There was, of course, that disruption flying in, the Soul Catcher, which did hit, which was great for that amplification of damage. The Fade Bolt, meanwhile, bottom lane, Goody in some trouble right now. They're going to dive him for this. He's got 15 wand charges, however, which will be used. The Glimpse going to come back and the Impale. Goody now going to go down again. This time, Nyx Assassin going to get the kill with the Mana Burn. Goody not having the best game of his life, but still very close, especially with that gank on the Queen of Pain, providing some room to farm. Arteezy's going to head into the jungle. He's got a stack going for him right now, sitting on 2,800 gold actually, so he could buy a Midas. He could just go for that quick Radiance, which he definitely could do, especially with all the squishy heroes on the side of Pain. That might be the best option here if you can get that relic done quickly. And it's sitting at 11 minutes right now, and he's got almost 3,000 gold. Meanwhile, top lane is going to get pressured. Sleazel's got strafe. There's going to be a fortification. Rotation coming through. Meanwhile, bottom lane, there's going to be some damage onto Good right now, and a silence as well. He is in some trouble. He might go down. Top lane damage going to go as well. Sleazel in some trouble. Disruptor going to get the kill on Goody. There's the Sonic Wave. Oh, but the disruption. Nice job there. Sleazel gets out somehow. Some way he finds a way, but Pandago might not be as lucky. They need help here. They cannot do this alone. He's going to try to TP out, but not going to make it. There's the screen of Pain. Pain continuing to go on Broccoli right now. He doesn't have a telekinesis, and he's trying to juke, trying to get some usage, but he doesn't have mana now, so there's a double kill for Vayne right now, and it just wasn't enough there.
You hate to see this kind of thing happen, but one thing I wanted to point out here is you saw Arteezy farming the jungle, right? Because he wasn't able to pressure middle because Darkseer transitioned. So what I like what paiN did there. They said, okay, the Queen of Pain's gonna start roaming, so we need to put Darkseer mid to make sure that Syllabear doesn't push the tower. I think that's a really, really good heads-up play, because if Queen of Pain just started roaming around and Darkseer was just still top, trying to kill with Queen of Pain, then Syllabear would have easily been able to take the tower middle, and I think that's a really good strategical decision from paiN. Really good.
Absolutely, make sure that everybody's situated, get them roaming, get them switching lanes as well. 3,500 for Arteezy. He's very close to that relic. Speaking of big items, Sleazel has his Orchid Malevolence done. He'll Death Pack a creep in about 5 seconds and then probably roam around. As you can see, there is a Vendetta up for the next assassin. He's got a Gem of True Sight as well. Oh, this could be the death of Sleazel right now. There's the Impale, the Vendetta damage. The Impale Mana Burn's going to fly, and he's going to get the kill. paiN playing very well, 12-5 right now for them. paiN countering Grats Tho at their own game plan right now. And the Brazilian fans are really loving it here in this game, as you can see. So,
are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So did you hear the point I made out? I'm sorry.
About
what paiN wanted to do. Do you see why Arteezy's farming jungle? It's because from about 3 minutes ago they knew that Queen of Pain had to start roaming. So they said, okay, so if Queen of Pain's gonna start roaming, we need to put Darkseer mid to make sure that the Syllabear doesn't take the tower. So by making that decision, they force the Syllabear to go farm jungle, because there's no way he can actually pressure the tower with Darkseer sitting there and just getting complete free farm. So that's a really good strategical decision by paiN to make sure that they're covering all of their fronts to make sure that they give nothing for free.
Absolutely, and they're actually looking for a gank now as well on said Lone Druid. Arteezy does need to back off here. He did pick up his relic. They'd have to gank under this tower, especially with Vendetta up on Grant, so Arteezy would have to make a pretty colossal mistake. But meanwhile, on the backside, you see Sleazel here ghost walking. He knows there's a gank coming. He's going to wait for some initiation help here. Pandango's going to come in, looking to go maybe on Fuga, but Fuga is going to go in with that Scream of Pain. Maybe a silence going to fly out from Sleazel. They need something nice. Disruption going to be going on the next assassin, Impale. Oh, the vacuum from Arteezy, but it doesn't matter. The bear does most of the damage anyways. Grant's going to go down, but a big wall of replica going to come in, and the Static Storm. There's going to be the Sonic Wave. Sleazel not dead just yet. He's very close. He needs a Shadow Walk. He's got it available, but he's going to go down, and now Fuga's going to try to get out. He's going to use his bottle charge there. Oh, he needs to get out. He's probably going to be able to do so as well. They're chasing him. The glimpse back up onto the high ground. Are you kidding me? Fuzzy going to get a double kill there, and Billy trying to get out wasn't snared. Goody now trying to find a kill here. Was going to find it on Billy at least, but that might not be what he wants. He's going to go down. TP was canceled. Doesn't matter. And that is not, that's not the best trade for, oh man, there's 2 people on the high ground right now. Are you serious? Are you serious?
That was a huge, huge play from Darkseer. Oh my god, he canceled the TP!
Again. Are you serious?
This
Are you
guy
serious?
is up here for, what, a minute, guys? Oh my god. That was huge. Oh
That's
my.
unbelievable.
Holy cow. That was amazing.
Well, forget about any sort of timing here from that Radiance. It's going to be taking a little bit longer just because of that cancel of the TP. Not once, but twice.
But for the, what are the items right now? Because if Bear gets the Radiance, I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem, just because there's a surge involved.
They have a mech on the Fuzzy already, so...
Right. So In terms of a team fight, how the team fight's going to be turning out, again, uh, the Charlie bottom basically failed because Shadow Demon started roaming. He didn't accomplish that much. I don't think he might have gotten one kill, but that's not enough. While the Shadow Demon, or while the Nyx was just sitting bottom, dying twice, and got his tower killed, or got his tower got killed. So really not too sure.
Uh-oh, there's a Nyx bomb right now. Sleazel with the Clinks now. He's got Infest Goody on him right now. They're going to maybe try to jump into this game with this fight here, Kingard. But a Sentry Ward's going to fly down immediately. They do see it with the Gem of True Sight. Kingard trying to go in. There's the disruption on him. Will they fly in here now is the question. Another Sentry going to fly down. They see it again here. And they're going to kill it from the high ground. So Sleazel will take that. There's 2 more sentries gone, wasted. There's another put in the mid lane again. They want vision here. They want True Sight against Sleazel right now. They'll have it. Meanwhile, they're going to actually chase after Fuga for a second or two, but now they'll back off. Maybe they're thinking about diving. There's the wall. The Kinetic Field, the Static Storm, huge one as well. The Impale, there's going to be a call down. They're getting everything going. 2 dead right now on the side of Grats Tho. paiN's going to pick up 2. Sleazel on the backside. He's going to try to maybe clean up here, but there's nothing he can do, really. And they need to be careful. Oh, God, do they need to be careful. paiNdango in some trouble. There's the Infest. The Silence going into Fuga right now. A nice Impale going to save his life. And the mech as well. Kinetic Field going to fly. Nobody's going to die because of this, but the Impale, just great timing. The bottle charges, the urn charges, the mech. They cannot do anything. They're going to take a tier 2 tower. Grats Tho pushed up against the ropes right now. They're down in terms of 5,000 experience right now, and that'll climb as well as we go along here. It's 7,500, almost 10,000 for gold, too.
I'm definitely impressed by how paiN is playing this game right now. They're playing it perfectly. Like, their teamfight initiation is just so insane. They just start running at them and they place all their spells almost perfectly. Like, they instantly caught that Rubik who had Surge. He surged himself before he even got Static Stormed, and just this the Kinetic Field was just placed so well that he couldn't even run out of it. And they also picked a Silver out there, so that was really good.
Absolutely. Grats Tho has had great success going against not only the Magnus as well as the Darkseer, but they haven't had... I haven't seen them play against the Disruptor too often, and clearly it's causing problems. They're going to take at least the tier 1 tower, but meanwhile Fuga now silenced up. Maybe not the best TP rotation, and he's going to go down, unfortunately. Clinks will get that kill too. But meanwhile, the top tier 2, there's a gank train, a push train, if you will, coming on the tier 2 tower. They've got the fort. They're going to roam up there. And of course, without this Queen of paiN, I don't know if they can defend. Arteezy's down in the bottom lane right now trying to push that out, as you can see. Sitting here, of course, the TP going to come back in, trying to defend that, but they're going to try to catch out. Nope, TP's coming in from paiN right now, so they'll lose the tier 1 mid, they'll lose the Queen of paiN, and that could be the start of something right now for Grats Tho, who desperately need to get back into this game. Sitting at 5,000 for experience, it's starting to dip back down a little bit, and 7,500, almost 10,000, starting to dip back as well, so they need a lot more of that, however, a lot more of that.
For, like, in terms of momentum, you're definitely right, because if you take note of what the Clinks got, they got a really early Gem of True Sight. Well, it was given to him by paiN, but still, him having a Gem of True Sight stops all of the vision from paiN. You see, paiN can't have any vision in their forest, and also or in the enemy forest, and they can't have any wards on the runes unless it's on their side. So Clinks having a gem really stops paiN from really asserting their advantage from here on.
Absolutely, that's such a good point. I mean, just the fact that they're able to really de-ward there, make it really so that you've got complete lack of vision up in that jungle like you're talking about, so Arteezy can farm, so they can get some farm going. Rune control also really important. Eventually, if they can push towers, they can also get some map control as well with that gem. Assuming Sleazel stays alive, make sure he doesn't lose that gem. And speaking of other items, Arteezy has that Radiance finish. It's actually on the bear, as you can see, which is a nice pickup as well. He does go for Tranquil Boots, which means the Spirit Bear is incredibly quick. It's actually, I believe, the second quickest pair of boots in the game, only behind the Boots of Travel. So that's going to mean that he's going to be able to chase just fine, deal quite a bit of damage to these squishy heroes. However, they are out leveling them by quite a bit here. You do see there is the level 8 Disruptor. but the 10 Nyx Assassin's a big deal. 11, 12 now for the Gyrocopter. As you can see, they're sitting in the opposing team jungle. They're really not afraid of anything. As you can see, the BKB, Yasha will be done soon for this Gyrocopter, who had a rough start, but once again, this is a best-of-3 series, so game number 1, and paiN's in a good position to take it. There's still other games to go through here for Grats Tho if they do lose this game, but now RTZ wants this tower in the bottom lane. Tier 2 tower is going to be taken top. I don't know. There's not going to be a glyph. It looks like there's not going to be a fort here. They just want to try to take...
They're not defending towers anymore.
Yeah, they really want to push. They want to try to get some gold for them. They'll lose the tower, which gives even more for paiN, which is desperately, I mean, definitely scary. But RTZ now farming away, sitting at 8,000 right now in net worth. He's actually very close to both the Darkseer and, of course, the Gyrocopter. So this could be, it could still very well be Grats Tho's game right now, especially with the combination of Sleazel. I mean, you look at the experience, almost back to 2,500. Gold still sitting at a cool 7,500. They really need to win a team fight for that to change at all, but...
So, what paiN has two options they have for them right now. When it comes down to when you're being ahead of a game, if you force your advantage by instantly taking a Rax and knowing that you're already ahead. And with the BKB on Quap and Gyro, they could pressure a tier 3 tower, but they're not too confident. And the second option being, it's okay, we don't need to take this tower right now. We can just farm up our items. It's Gyrocopter still needs some kind of DPS item, so we're just gonna sit back and make sure that they don't take Roshan. And if they want to fight a Roshan, they're already at a disadvantage, and we should be able to win the fight. So it's looks like they're playing this really safe. So the second option right now.
And I think that's the better option, because you talked about getting damage on that Gyrocopter. He has the Yasha, but that's not going to be nearly enough. The Manta style and perhaps even something else is really what they want. But this also provides time for the opposing team to farm, who arguably has the stronger carry team. Yes, there is that Gyrocopter, but really you need that Rapier to out-carry a Lone Druid, a Weave, or Clinks, excuse me, as well as the Nyx. So those are some things you have to think about. RTZ is sitting at 2,000 gold. Clinks will take the tier 1 tower top, and now they're just split pushing just fine. paiN just going to play very, very passively, looking in the jungle right now, looking to go somewhere. They don't have a smoke, it looks like. I mean, they have a Shiva's Guard on the Darkseer. I did not see that. That's a big item.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a quick Shiva's Guard, too. Kinger's actually going to TP to the bottom lane here, top lane, excuse me. He'll defend this, and he'll take some more farm with it as well, which will put him even closer to that Manta style, who, where he's very close to. He's going to need to get 2,100 for that Ultimate Orb plus the recipe, which I believe is about 600 something. I could be wrong.
Also, it's easy for other teams to get just really flustered when it comes down to when you're so ahead and you're against like a Clinks and a Syllabear, and you just start losing all your towers. You lose all your tier 1 towers, and then they start backing tier 2 towers. You teams might like get into the mentality of like, oh my gosh, I think we're gonna lose the game. I think we need to push right now. And in reality, it's just the heroes that can be doing that kind of stuff in here in top lane. Looks like Clinks is even going on Gyrocopter.
He does use his BKB, however, so he's actually going to just try to right-click him down. Kinger, the call down is going to go, but it's going to miss completely. This will push him out, and now Kinger could get out potentially. There's going to be that homing missile going to fly. Sleazel not going to chase this because the rotations are coming, as you can see from the side of paiN. This gives a little bit more map awareness and control to the side of Grats Tho. Looking at the support level, which is also important, still level 8 for Pandago as well as the Rubik. They need to catch up. They need the experience. It's really important to have.
What King RD did there was actually really brave, because no one actually came to help him until after the Clinks left. So he could have actually went in and just killed him, but of course Sleazel doesn't have map hack on, so I think he would have been able to kill him if he got vision.
That's true. There's actually smoke right now coming out from the side of Grats Tho. There wasn't Vendetta used from Grant, but he's actually going to head mid. He's
this
very
is a good
quick.
bait.
Oh, they're looking for it. Good, he's going to jump right in. There's going to be the Rage of the Open Wound. Spike Carapace is going to go. Spell stolen. There's the, of course, the Shiva's Guard. Now that's on cooldown. Nothing used, really, though.
Looks like paiN is going to be doing a push. Or they're going to Rosh it.
Yeah, they're going to go to Rosh right now. I don't know if you can contest this if you're Grats Tho. I mean, you do have the Radiance Burn, which does quite a bit. I mean, you've got the Infest Bomb if you need it, but with the lane pushed out, it's going to be tough. They're going to take this rather quickly, I'd imagine. I mean, King RD is trying to take it here. He should be getting some help from Fuzzy. I do believe that Grats Tho knows this is happening. They don't have an observer ward here, I don't think, unless they counter warded it. Regardless, they should know that this is happening. They're going to ping in there. I mean, there's the bear. It's going to spot
this
this
engagement
out.
is going to be really weird because you need to fight in the ramp, and when you're against a Darkseer, the last thing you want to do is fight in a really small area. So
Yes.
we'll see what happens.
And Kingard is just, right now, he's going right on top of that Roshan. Bear's going to get sent in right now, not dealing any damage. Here comes Fuga. Meanwhile, they're actually going to send Kingard out. Now they're going to try to fight this. A little bit more baiting coming out from the side.
If they move out, it's going to be a lot easier for Grats Tho.
Oh, this could be a big bait. They're going to maybe jump on top of this. There's a vacuum. Wall not going to fly. Oh, good purge on Fuzzy. He's going to get lifted up as well. The bear doing some more burn damage, but not enough. There's going to be a static storm, not really in the position they wanted. The call down's going to miss as well. There's going to be the wall of replica. Kingard taking an entangle. Nobody dead just yet, but they can't get any kills yet. They do pick up the the Rubik, and a double kill now for, of course, Arteezy. Goody in a bad position. He's going to try to TP out with that rage. It's not going to be enough. Yeah, he does get out. I thought for sure they would get the kill. He barely survives. But somehow, I mean, that was like maybe the worst fight paiN could have, and they still
they even went in a really huge area. You saw that they didn't channel what's it called, combo their spells together. They didn't have that 4-man kinetic field into the static storm or anything like that, and they still won the fight. I was expecting Grats Tho to come on top on there, but really surprising.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just thought that, I mean, the mech coming out certainly did help, I think, but I feel like they could have done so much more damage. They should have done so much more damage. You've got, I mean, Armlet's no joke on a lifestealer with phase boots.
Right.
I mean, Sleazel with the Weaver, with the Orchid, as well as the Chrysalis is no joke. I mean, the fact that they were able to take down Arteezy is enough just to show you that they're tanky enough to really survive these team fights. But some of the ultimates are down now, the Static Storm specifically, which should be back up momentarily in 5 seconds, actually. Rather low cooldown there, but the cooldown's up as well. I mean, these are low cooldown fighting abilities, so paiN is just taking it to Grats Tho right now. And it's tough. I don't know. They're going to try to go for the tier 3 here while they have the Aegis on them. Homing Missile will fly. It's going to hit Arteezy. We'll try to push it back. There's going to be an Impale flying. Blink going out as well. And it looks like paiN should back off. No, they're going to use the Flat Cannon to continue to farm here, push this up. As you can see, the other 2 lanes are sort of pushed out just a little bit, but there should be another wall. Yeah, he wants to go right now. He's thinking about it, looking for the wall, looking for the vacuum, but they're just going to do damage to this tower. The fortification's going to fly. There's going to be the disruption going, doing some damage. Telekinesis on Fuzzy and the silence as well. Fuzzy taking a bit of damage. Nice force staff. The kinetic field's going to fly. It'll push him back. The mech's going to get popped, but you just see how tanky he is.
Yeah, I mean, oh my gosh, that Shiva is putting in work, man.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's an Orchid plus Chrysalis, and it's not doing nearly enough damage for Sleazel. He realizes this. He's going to try to get some more farm with that Daedalus going. But they're going to continue to push this base here, as you can see, looking for the tier 3. Another disruption flying in. Homing Missile will hit again. Kingard taking more damage. Flat Cannon, open wounds. There's going to go Impale, the Entangle. Static Storm going to fly. No kinetic field, excuse me. Oh, Kingard's going to go down. The wall was stolen. Nice job there. And I don't know if they can fight into this now. There's going to be, of course, the Aegis going. So they defend the tier 3. They get no kills or anything out of it. They're actually going to continue to go, but there is still that wall here, which is going to be tough.
Which wall is which? I don't know whose team's wall is which.
The further one away is the real wall, or the original. The closer one here to this ward is, of course,
they're playing the really safe play here. Oh, I hate it when this happens.
The tier 3 gone now. The Rax is exposed, but that's enough for the side of paiN, and they've got a great lead here. You look at 5,000 experience. Not a whole lot, but still enough. 7,500 gold, which they've been sitting on the entire time, so...
What you want when you're behind is the other team that's winning to always just try and push their advantage and not just fall back and just get further ahead, because at that moment you can actually catch people that are just overcommitting because they want to end the game. But paiN is taking the safer route into just saying we don't need to take their racks right now and just go back to farm.
Kingard, he's going to get silenced, but he's too quick. Sleazel can't even catch him. He needs to Ghost Walk to get there.
Oh my God,
they have a gem now. Grant is going to chase after him. Sleazel.
Can't catch him, just
the Force Staff! What a Force Staff. Sleazel is dead now for sure. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, there's no way he can get out of this. There's no way he can get out of here. There's the vacuum. The vacuum back in. The kinetic field. He is dead now. He's silenced up. Sleazel's dead.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I don't know what Mia Scutum means, but it's important.
Yeah, that was really bold for Sleazel to actually try and kill the carry. I guess he didn't know, because that actually was a really good response from paiN there. I didn't expect them all to be there so quickly.
Wow. Yeah, they were on top of him in no time, and that's Grats Tho's losing a lot of their momentum. They're trying to go for tier 2 bottom. It's not going to happen. Kingard's here. Goody's going to TP out right now. He'll make it in time. RTZ may not be as lucky. He's going to try to send his bear on Kingard, trying to get that entangle proc, but...
He killed the missile with his bear, but it's not doing damage.
And there's a call down. RTZ now, he's actually going to get an entangle, of course, on that. Not enough damage, though, on Kingard. He will survive, of course, with the mech helping out as well. RTZ's going to go down. Buyback available? Yes, it is, but I think he's going to save that at least. Sleazel's back up in 13 as well. He's sitting at 1,500 gold, and they desperately need more damage, but it's tough because they're so under-leveled. I mean, the other team is so tanky. The good thing is you have level 16 on the Lone Druid, level 16 on the Clinks, but the bad thing is you just can't kill the other team, essentially.
I completely agree. I don't even think BKB is going to be that much of a problem when it comes down to paiN side, just because they're well, I guess he'll have BKB, and just so he can't get focused down with spells. Well, obviously that's what BKB does, though. But I don't think they're going to be initiating on Clinks. I think they're going to be more focusing on either the Naix or the Syllabear. I'm not too sure if he needs to get a BKB here. I think he might want to go for a more DPS kind of build, but Sleazel is obviously a better Clinks player than I am, so.
I think he's a better Clinks player than a lot of people, so I wouldn't put yourself there.
Yeah, hey man, I'm just watching the game, give my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just a commentator. That's all I don't really.
I'm just commentating.
Kingard gonna get disrupted up. There's gonna be a vacuum wall. Not gonna fly disruption. Oh, and the static field or the kinetic field as well. Broccoli's gonna go down. Big wall. Kingard taking quite a bit of damage. There's the call down right now. Bear getting pretty tanky here, but they're gonna go for racks now as the wall still is going. They cannot steal it. As you can see, the Rubik down. Open was going on. This should be at least a melee racks. Oh, but a lot of damage going on to Grenix. He's gonna be able to use. There's going to be the melee racks. It's gonna go down. The mech's gonna pop. They don't have the mech on the side of the Dire. Goody gonna rage up right now. They need to go in now. They're gonna try to avoid this. Big entangle going onto Fuzzy, but not enough damage. Nice kinetic field. Big vacuum as well. Kingard taking some damage. Goody trying to get the kill on Kingard. He's gonna get it, but he's gonna go down in return. They're gonna pick up the kill as well on the Nyx Assassin, but now RTZ's bear rather low, gonna go on Fuga. Pandago in some trouble. There's a kinetic field. Nice split there to go on to Billy. Bear is down. All of the damage is gone from RTZ for another 58 seconds. But they're actually going to go on Fuga, who's going to blink away down, no, up into the high ground here. He's going to try to TP out, and they don't have any way to defend it, or kill him, excuse me. And now, oh no, if they lose this range racks as well, they need to get this. They have a fortification. They don't want this don't going down. They need to kill the siege creep. Kill the siege creep, RTZ.
Oh, RTZ.
Kill the siege creep.
Oh,
kill the siege creep. No, fort. No, it's gone. It's gone.
But the trade-off there was Gyrocopter and Nyx Assassin. Is it? There's the only two people that died for Naix and a Clinks, so they're definitely comfortable with that trade. And also they got racked, so obviously.
Yeah, I mean they're really good now. They're in almost 7,500 experience lead. Gold sitting at 10,000. And it looks like paiN's very situated to take game one. It's going to be tough. I mean, RTZ can get farmed enough. He's going to go for that AC. He's got the chainmail as well as the plate mail up on his self. The bear has a hyperstone as well, so he just needs the recipe for the radiance, which is going to provide quite a bit of damage for Goody. Will have that skull basher once he gets the belt of strength, I believe, which is not too far away. Sleazel sitting still now. He's actually going for that BKB, which you talked about. He needs 1,300 for that recipe. This game is not over yet, but if he gets caught out again, which there is, of course, that Gem of True set up on Grentex. There's a blink coming in, vacuum back. There's going to be the impale, not going to hit. Sleazel just too quick. So just too quick there. Meanwhile, they're going to go on to Fuga. Oh, a big entangle. He's going to go down. The bear is actually slightly vised up, but it doesn't matter. They pick up a big kill now. Very big kill. They'll push that back.
Also, when it comes down to really late game, when it comes down to Syllabear, killing his bear is relatively easy when you have like the correct DPS. Like, it's very rare that this Syllabear is going to have two bears up in the team fight now. Because from when you start pushing paiN, like if they start pushing right now, they still have a whole minute, and if they kill the bear, then RTZ's not going to have a bear for a whole another minute. So it's really hard when it comes down to late game to have always two bears up because of the engagements that are constantly happening, like right now.
Big blink right now onto Fuzzy. Huge catch out there. There's going to be the silence. He is going to go down as well. And they're going to try to take this tier 2, and they're starting to get a little bit of momentum here in the top lane. Kinger's going to continue to farm. Has that Manta, has the BKB, has the Helm, and it's probably going to be Rapier time for him, I'd imagine. I mean, he's sitting in a position where Rapier is probably the next logical option here. Resummon to the Bear. Going back to that talk about the Bear and getting it down twice, have you ever played WoW before?
Nope.
Okay, well, I was going to say it's sort of like raiding in the sense that... Oh, Puga's going to blink in there. It's actually a nice...
Oh, the next...
Oh, how big, huge impale on the Sleazel. He's in some trouble. There's a Sonic Wave. He's going to go down as well. Everybody falling right now. Ortiz is going to TP out. He should be able to get out. Goody as well. He's got his Rage going. There's no way they can get him. So they did not pick up that tier 3, and they get 2 going down for Grats Tho. But going back to my previous statement, it's like focusing down a raid boss in WoW for any of you that know that. Grant, just for you, this is game number 1. In presence of a legend. Oh, man. You gotta read stream chat sometime. It's pretty funny.
It does look like paiN's gonna go for the end game right now. Tier 3 tower top is already relatively low, so they're gonna have to pull out something pretty miracle-ish for them to win this game.
There's a Soul Catcher going on the Granax. He's actually going to get impaled from Pendago. A lot of damage, too much damage. Kinger, though, in some trouble. He's going to have to BKB out, looking for the call down first. The Shiva's Guard, they want this kill. There's a lot of damage going with the Nake's Bomb. Buyback coming in. Sleazel's still dead, but they do so much damage to everybody on paiN, but it's right back up with that, of course, that mech. And the Impale's going to go. The Bear is going to go down. Arteezy doesn't have enough for another 54 seconds. Is it going to go down? Oh, no, the glimpse on Pendago again. He'll disrupt himself, but that shouldn't save his life. I don't think he's going to try to get out, but the kinetic field's still up. He's desperately trying to go, but here's Goody now with the Rage. He's going to get the kill on Kinger, and he's going to take him down.
Oh,
Fuka Razor is silenced up too. He's good, and they're going to take down 2. They're going to be able to defend this tier 3 and the racks. The wall as well. Gone. It was used. What a defense coming out from the side of GT. Very nice.
I really thought that paiN was going to come on top there because they were almost perfectly going in and out from that team fight there. Who'd they pick off? They picked off the Clinks, was it?
The Clinks was actually just respawning as that fight happened.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
I think they picked off the Rubik, maybe. They almost got Pandango, but he survived. Actually, that's why they got it. Now they're going to roam to Roshan. There should be no way, unless there's buybacks here from paiN, that they can contest this. There is enough buyback money for... There's enough buyback money for the Gyrocopter, but that's it.
Alright.
So quick.
Yeah,
so
this is going to get really interesting. paiN really had a grasp to winning this game, but until that top fight where I'm not too sure if it was miscommunication, but I wasn't too sure who they were focusing on because it seemed like they were only killing supports, and they only did kill supports in the team fight, so they weren't really killing the Silver or the Clinks or anything like that.
Uh-oh. Yeah. I wasn't really sure what Grenex was going to be able to accomplish there with that Impale and Vendetta. Sleazel's kind of tanky enough to really avoid that, so nice little harassment there. You know what, guys? These Brazilians have a right to watch the game. I just asked them to keep the talk to a minimum. I don't think necessarily the best thing to say is to go fuck yourself, motherfucker, but, well, I can't, I mean, I'm just a caster.
I think that's high in
Brazilian
before.
I've been flamed before, I'll be flamed again, so... He did call me a bitch, that's true. I don't know what I'll do with my life. It's not like I play Dota or anything.
This is really, they're all 5 smoked right now, so... they tried to do an engagement middle, try and bait, but paiN is going the other way.
Very smartly, in fact. Ghost Scepter up on Billy, very smart pickup there. And I think the next assassin should get one as well, fairly soon. Maybe even the Darkseer to a certain extent, who's got a blink, by the way. This is interesting, Dota. I'd have to say this is a very good game. There's got to be... I mean, they have that Aegis. They've got to fight with it. They've got plenty of damage right now. They're starting to out-carry this Gyro just a little bit. He does go for an Eagle Song now, so...
I think Grats Tho needs to win. If they win this next fight, then they'll definitely be able to take a Rax. Because the amount of DPS they can do in a very short amount of time, as we saw at Roshan... Imagine if that was just... It's the same thing as a tower, really, and Raxes, when you kill Roshan that fast. The instant that paiN loses a team fight and with no buybacks, they can turn the game easily.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, also Demolish from the Spirit Bear. Bonus building damage 40%. Like, oh, it's gross.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus Assault Cuirass for the minus armor on the tower. So
Yeah.
pretty imbalanced.
You keep calling it zero imbalanced. You really think it's imbalanced? You really think so?
No, I don't think it's I think it's really good, but I don't think it's imbalanced. Because if you do kill a bear, then you have to resummon it. If you kill it again, then no bear, right? So.
That's true. That is a good point. You talked about it, made that point often, and I think that's definitely something you have to keep in mind. But eventually, there could be a point where he just transfers all of his items over to himself anyways. That happens occasionally.
Yeah. That's social. Or the legendary 12 slot. I had to bring it up.
Yeah,
12 slot silver.
Well,
I mean, everyone talks
we'll
about it, right? So this is the first
maybe
time
we'll
I'm
see it.
thinking about.
If it's this game, it could be legendary. RTZ's well on his way if they can get a few more fights going their way. They're going to try to push in top here. Kingard and entangle again. First proc. Nice force step to get him out. Vacuum. Wall not yet. Kingard's going to go right back in. He's going to go right back in. There's the kinetic field. Spell is stolen. It was the impale. And they can't push into this. They realize Kingard gets entangled again, and he's dead. He's got buyback money, maybe, if he dies, actually. I'm not sure if he does have buyback money. The bear is going to continue to chase. The impale's going to go. There's going to be the Shiva's Guard going in as well. They're going to try to go for this. There's going to be, a silence on Fuga, but they cannot catch him. They cannot chase him. They can't chase. Oh, the call down, the vacuum, the sonic wave, the wall, everything. It's too much. It's too much. The age is gone. But meanwhile, Sleazel on the backside pumping out damage. Pick up the Nyx Assassin. Here comes Goody. He's going to try to get out of there. Fuzzy now. He's going to get hexed up as well. As you can see, there's going to be the kinetic field flying. They have 3. There's the silence trying to get out. Oh, good force staff. Goody is going to go down for sure. Sleazel's still popping shots on Fuzzy right now. Desperately trying to go, but Sleazel is dead. Double kill for Kingard right now. Broccoli going to go down. Bear did buy back. There's the mech. He can't defend this. Arteezy is going to be alone here. And yeah, you were so right. They chased that right into a trap. Good turn from paiN. Very good turn.
You don't want to... you can't just blindly chase into a Darkseer Disruptor, man. You need to always mind your positioning when it comes down to that. That was a really bad mistake. I guess that they were confident because they had Aegis and Cheese, but it doesn't matter when 4 heroes are dead.
Oh, he silenced a creep. Oh, he silenced a creep. The bear might go down now. He doesn't have it for another 70 seconds. The impale, the bear, it's dead. Oh, that's not good. Now they're going to be able to go here. Fuga is in some trouble. However, Sleazel's going to get the kill, but Sleazel's going to go down himself. Goody now trying to defend this. Oh, and then going to be that glimpse going on Arteezy. He is going to go down as well. This probably is going to be GG. Kingard going to pick it up there. They're going to go for Raxes. That should be it for game number 1 at least. I don't see any way that they really can defend this now.
I am thoroughly impressed by how paiN Gaming is winning this game right now. Oh man, I don't want to say, well obviously, no, never mind. I was going to say they played close to a perfect game, but not by any means, but they played really well.
I don't know, man. I mean, perfection is tough to get. And I think in this scenario, it was pretty close to perfection in terms of the game that they were playing and who they were against. I think there were mistakes made from Grats Tho. Razor is very, very, very interested on Brazilian Dota, of course. I'm not going to let him. I mean, that's his deal. That's great for him. Fantastic. Excellent. I mean, I've seen paiN do some great things before, so... and they're in a really great position now. I don't think there's any way they can really lose this game at this point. I mean, it would be a throw of the century. It's 15,000 experience now, 12,000 for gold. This is not the most for, like, any graph specifically, but it's still something.
What do you think is the most... what do you think is... how do I say this? The biggest blunder that Grats Tho did this game? I think it was... It really had to do with the bot lane, where they had the Nakes and the Rubik staying bottom, but they actually didn't accomplish anything for about, I'd say about 4 minutes, and that really costed them the early game, and Nakes died completely over.
I would absolutely agree with you there. The problem was, I think, that they roamed Pandago around looking for a kill to the mid lane, and that left both the Nakes as well as the Rubik exposed. They got too many kills there on Kingard, who didn't even get that great of farm. And honestly, Arteezy, if they had just been able to just survive and I think have Arteezy farm, they'd be in that position which we saw a few minutes ago, where they do just so much damage. But they're going to desperately try to defend this. I mean, this is the one last hurrah they've got. There's going to be the disruption going in onto Kingard right now, who's baiting this out pretty well. He's got that butterfly. It's just doing so much damage with that flat cannon. Absolutely so much. There's the open wounds. He's going to Mantisile out of it. Sonic Wave's going to fly on the backside. As you can see, Razor doing some
gosh,
damage there,
you
but
got-
he will go down from Clinks, who's just popping shots on him all day long. Oh, the Purge, the Silence as well. Another good force staff from Grant, and another one as well on top of that. There's the call down. There's going to be the Wall of Replica. No chase just yet. Bears down. RTZ doesn't have it, I don't believe, for another 54 seconds. So now they can afford to go fight here. RTZ's got really no damage. There's going to be the kinetic field. Goody taking a lot of damage. Nice steal coming in from the Rubik, but it's not enough. And we're going to see RTZ go down. Sleazel trying to get kills. Kingard going to get a double kill there. Telekinesis. Kingard might go down here. Will not. Clinks down. You can see Broccoli as well. Triple kill for Kingard right now. GG's called. We're going to move to game number 2, but man, you talked about that roaming, and just Kingard eventually got too farmed, and they played too aggressively. We talked about the turn happening over here, which really, I mean, there was a semblance where at some point, Grats Tho could have turned that game around with that defense of the tier 3 tower in the top lane, and they just walked into a trap, essentially, and I think that was it.
I think usually teams get, I guess, overzealous when it comes down to, oh my god, we're coming back. I think we can keep pressing our advantage instead of just sitting back in their base, let them come to us, and we have Aegis and Cheese, so if they want to fight us and try to take our Raxes, we have Aegis and a Cheese, so we should be able to win another fight, and then we'll continue the game into we have 2 carries versus your 1 carry Gyrocopter.
Yeah, I mean, that's a rough game for Grats Tho. They had everything in place to come back to that, but paiN Gaming really impressing. I think both of us right now, honestly. I just really well played game.
Right.
Very good. But we're going to jump into game number 2 next. Once again, I am Maut. You can follow me at twitter.com/MautDota2, twitch.tv/MautDota2, neodota.com, twitter.com/neodota2. And Fun, where can they find you?
I actually do not have anything.
You have like no social networking?
Nope.
You should get on that.
Yeah, maybe I should.
All right. We're going to jump into the next game, guys, real quick, so hold on a second. We'll be right back.